Okay. Hello. I I'm really like it's just bothering me that I could not do the last stream
How are you
properly.
holding up after that
I
last
couldn't
fight?
get this one done.
You're not too hurt,
So
are
I'm
you?
gonna try
I'm
continue
fine,
this.
really.
And
See for
hopefully
yourself.
nothing goes wrong.
If things get too tough out
But
there,
let's
go
see.
ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face
Yes.
to you?
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time.
We just seen him go down.
Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Lovely stuff. We're gonna carry on. We're not gonna go to those side areas. We've got what we need. Right? Yeah. We'll get main story done. Ooh. Oh.
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah.
Everyone dead?
This doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle. It's from an old
Oh.
Danan legend about
Whoops.
a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
What's
Must mean
mean?
the Renans have lost control of the city.
Oh.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened.
That's true.
This
Oh.
is ho-
And are we...
All of these
Yep.
ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
this debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renan Astral Arts?
Possibly.
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened.
Yeah, let's go. Well, oh, no, that just had Racing Dolphin.
You forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shion has got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
She does.
Oh,
She
and
does.
another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did
Oh,
I
so
say something
bad, Tough.
offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It was selfish, but like everyone could use the pillow. What else would you use the feathers for? An owl is somewhere. Oh, hello. Found you. Right, do we go down
Maybe
here?
Something's going on in the forest.
About such a lot. We'll check the shorter route. Up here, the door will probably be locked. Locked. Yeah, there we go. So they'll have to try to keep these streams working sweet. I apologize for that. I don't think my Wi-Fi's cut that out today.
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most
Ooh.
likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
What's that big? Where's there something shouting at me down here? If you look in the map. What's going on?
All of you, stop right there. Don't move.
Uh-oh.
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Calaglia.
The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Surely that's gonna hurt your hand,
Will that
like.
suffice? Or
No
do I
point
have to
wasting
burn
the
down one
CP.
of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Bayfong of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
What happened?
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Danon leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Exactly.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
Let's check it out.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, you're work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah.
This place seems like it's got a lot
Right,
of issues.
and here
to
we
fix.
go. Surely this is going to be like an hour Renan actually controlling all the guns.
So you're
Late.
Elfin, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit.
It does, it does. What about?
You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that.
We will kill every one of you if it isn't going
Gotta
well.
say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
What, you?
So you're the one who took down the lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I nearly feel like she's gonna be the next person.
Run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If so,
Shut your
then...
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you knew that. Maybe it's 'cause you and the little lady are friends and more.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danan's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Way!
Yeah! Deadime! Liberator Deadime! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
That was interesting.
Hey, wait up! Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadime said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Bayfon? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Good luck,
Before
good
you
luck.
go, how come you don't hate the Renans as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renans. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Rinwell might be feeling guilty about hating
Let's head on
Reynolds.
over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
Yeah, let's see what the story is. 3 missions, an inn. Okay.
I get the feeling Deadeye signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least.
Yeah?
If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
Ooh. The
I
talks
just
are really
don't know,
coming.
man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell.
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy? Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
Oh, another.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danans with musical instruments in my life.
You know what?
You don't need instruments to play
I
music.
haven't seen that either.
It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
Okay. Interesting. And now we've got a request. Why does everybody have to be such cowards? If we don't get this taken care of, things are never going to change. What's got you down, friend? Zeugles, that's what. A pretty common variety of them, to be more specific. Rumor said it was the Lord's favourite kind of Zeugle, so people are afraid to go anywhere near them.
Alright.
I can understand their hesitation. If you need them gone, we're more than capable of taking care of them for you. Hold on, pal. I don't want to just exterminate them. If you bring back any usable materials from them, that'd be great too. You want us to retrieve Zeugle parts? For what? Are you building something? Not building, studying. If I can demonstrate that even fearsome and dangerous Zeugles can be used to make handy things, that'll motivate people to hunt them more. Can't expect folks like you to come along and solve all our problems for us after all. You're trying to be more self-sufficient. Very commendable of you. Actually, about this material you're looking for. This isn't what you're talking about, is it?
Yeah!
Oh yeah! It totally is. Could I convince you to share what you have with me?
Good.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and help yourself. I'd rather go to somebody who can use it than keep it where it isn't. You get what I'm trying to say. Great. You're one generous bunch of people. You know that? Now to see what I can turn all of this into. I'm sure I'll be able to make something useful. Thank you very much. Yo, roasted chicken soup bottle thing. Let's go! Am I going the right way? I am. Gonna get this final quest and then to check things out. I did not realize this sort of thing. This is amazing to know.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
Oh, you again? Oh no. Offend me, amigo. I knew fate would bring us together once more. Remind me you're that wonder guy, is it? I am a minstrel who tells many tales about this fleeting world in which we live. They call me the Wonder Bard. Right, you. I remember you. I believe you haven't had the pleasure, sir. You may call me Dohalim. You claim to be a minstrel. Is that to say you're well versed in music? Oh, but I am indeed. There isn't a song I haven't mastered, sung, nor an instrument my hands have not mastered. I see. As happens, I'm also a connoisseur of music as myself. Is that so? Could I perhaps trouble you with a little rendition, sir? It's going to take quite a while, ain't it? Alas, unfortunately, I do not have any instruments on me, but I'd be more than happy to indulge you with a short poem. In the sea of crimson trees, I spy an unknown fellow, standing free within the breeze. Oh, Dana mio, your words are like music to my ears. You have quite the rare talent, sir, I must say. You really think so? That I do, and I must return the favour from my kind. Where do I begin faced with such wit? Indeed, words fail me, I'm at loss for what I say, but gracias. Oh, you, sir, have thrown down the gauntlet. Allow me to... I can't take any of this. We're leaving, Dohalim. You're welcome to catch up with us later. Wait! Don't leave yet. With so many brilliant minds among you, perhaps I can entrust you with the legendary instrument. What are you talking about? I had a musical instrument knowing that one day I would meet a worthy inheritor. You'll find it at the location detailed in these notes. Be warned, only the smartest shall solve the riddles contained within. Now I ask you, chosen ones, will you take it upon yourself to solve the riddles and uncover the legendary instrument? Sure, let's give it a shot. This talk of riddles and instruments is me most intrigued. Very well, I accept your challenge. Excellent. I have complete faith that you shall emerge victorious. I'll lose wonder attacks. We'll get that at some point.
That's some cryptic text, all right.
It could mean anything. Can't we just look
Boing.
around the area for clues or something?
Hey, maybe these are supposed to be different locations?
You probably are.
Now you're into this too, huh?
And here we go. Right. So, oh, there's an orc quest right here.
Poor soul who is in dire need.
Aw.
I sure wish there was more to go around.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Hmm.
Our rations, we're always running short on them. We could really do with some rice, potatoes, beefs, and some spices in particular. We'll see what we can do. Understood. We'll see what we can find out there. It's too dangerous for you to try and get it yourself. Really? Oh, that'd be amazing. If you could get those things, thank you. Well, luckily for us, Sean here has a good nose when it comes to food. And what's that meant to mean exactly? No. No. I should be able to just give it. Right?
Yeah.
So I need a couple of things still. Rice, potatoes, blah 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 blah, you know?
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance.
Oh,
of defeating her.
100%.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Oh, but who cares?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia.
Yeah. Let's do that. Oh? Oh? What's going on here?
Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
Going on?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What a nice
What was all
dude.
that about?
So we're just going to check things out, right?
Yeah. Gonna assume that's the right way.
In whatever
Yeah.
that forest is called.
Of course.
The Luva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
I don't remember the name of it, so I'm with Law here. What's the name of it? Oh, the places took a turn for the better. Mahagsar. So, I'll be honest.
Got sand in my
I'm so confused on where I'm meant to go.
eyes.
Like, yes, I know I'm meant to go there, but like,
The winds
is this
outside
the
the
right
capital are
place?
blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed, Mahag-Sar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
Okay, let's go. Oh, another one.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
There probably isn't.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck.
You sound
Now
it.
that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume we go here. I'm gonna take a wild gum. Is it him again? It is! Cordino!
Oh?
Oh, it's not Fruity again. I remember you. You're that young woman who's always starving. I haven't seen you since we were last met in Elda Menancia. You're the one who's always hungry. Anyway, I take it you found Norvesca in your travels. I most certainly did. I'm glad I cut to the chase then.
Is that so?
John, who might this fellow be? This is Cordino. He travels around Dun in search of new
You don't
recipes.
say.
A fine quest to embark on. If I do say so myself, my name's Dohalim Kaiser. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Wow! Dohalim! Lord of Eldermancia! It's an honor, my lord. Your beef stew has absolute exquisite.
I see.
You honor me, kind sir. However, how is it that you came by my palace's top secret dish?
Hey,
Anyway, what is it you need from us this time exactly? Come on, spit it out. Right. This time I'm looking for lettuce, apples, and lemons. Could I ask you to bring those to me? We'll see what we can do. I shall admit this recipe is of which you speak intrigues, so no more. I shall admit this recipe of which you speak intrigues. Hey, say no more. You may count me in.
Yes.
Fantastic! I'm counting on you too, please. You have to hurry. Nah. I need to get this forced. Need to find the
I
force.
wonder what kind of dish it'll be this time.
Fruits and vegetables, perhaps?
Possibly.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh, they dodge. Whoa! Ah! There's just like alpha wolves at all points. And now we're up here, brawling up the Zoogle in the air as we do. What a beautiful attack.
Like a finely timed walk.
Let's go, Dohalim. We have them pinned. Now just keep them up in the air. Oh, we'll brawl them up here. As we do. Oh, I missed. Oh, I've been stuck in a corner. And here we go. And they all gathered up too. Beautiful.
There's still more to go.
That was evil. Okay, let's go. Nice.
I can feel my precision improving.
I want to say this is force, but not. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's more further on.
Alphen,
So I
have
just
you
have to
been washing
slowly.
your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
Oh no,
What do you
no,
expect?
no.
Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure, I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it
Thank
all
you.
for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
Well, I've just seen that my stream seems like it's nearly bugging out again, so I'm gonna end it here. I apologize for the really short stream today and everything messing up. Hopefully it'll all be better next time I stream. But I hope you all enjoyed this.